What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Gonna read through the chat, I do that every day now. We're gonna read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you guys are doing today. What day is it? Is it Thursday today? Is it Friday? It's Thursday. Well, we will be covering President Trump live, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's titled Trump Headlines a Fighting Anti-Semitism Event and Speaks at the IAC in D.C. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time today. We will be covering that. Now, before we get any further, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to join the website, right now is the time to do it. Go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you can watch today's live, you can post in Hooligans Alley, and you can hang out with all the hooligans in the group chats. Plus, you'll be able to join us Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern Time for our voice chat, which is a lot of fun. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. We're going to be starting with the video titled, No, You Can't Get Out. Florida burglary suspect caught in car by owner. I always think it's funny when they say suspect, when you catch these people red-handed committing crime. This individual broke into a newer Corvette, and once he got in, he wasn't able to get out because they have these key fob things, and apparently if you don't have the key fob, when you close that door, you can't open it again. Now, I know that there's scammers out there that are duplicating these key fobs because they like to steal Hellcats or not Hellcats, but I'm trying to think of something else. It's the Scat Packs and stuff like that, the Dodge Chargers, the Challengers, that kind of stuff. So there's scammers that program key fobs so you can go into parking lots and steal people's nice cars and stuff. And I think that's what this guy was doing, but it didn't work out for him. Then we got video titled Trophy. Sheriffs give Trump signed handcuffs used to capture the would-be shooter. I've never heard of this before. What did President Trump get from the first guy that shot at him? I don't know, but either way, it's a fun little event that they decided to hold. Then we got video titled Trump Rally Attendees Report Mysterious Eye Pain. Now, we covered that rally live. I can't remember what day it was. It was a week or two ago. And there was individuals in groups on the left side of the stage and the right side of the stage. And the group on the left, for some reason, they all have eye injuries. And nobody knows why. It's not because of the lighting. And they don't really provide a lot of answers. I doubt we will get answers, but it's just something suspicious that happened. Then we got a Josh Hawley video. It's titled The Secret Service is Stonewalling and They Need to Level with Americans. Talking about how they don't really know too much more about the new guy that was arrested, and they still have evidence and information that the Secret Service has not provided since the first shooting that happened. So Hawley's just calling them out for not doing their job. Then we got video titled We Don't Live in a Real Democracy. That is by J.D. Vance. He's over there just grilling the Democrats. He's like, that's why we don't have accountability, because these aren't Democrats. This isn't democracy. This is communism rolling in. Then we have a video titled A Recently Retired Border Patrol Chief Says That the Kamala-Biden admin ordered him to cover up the increase in suspected terrorist arrests at the southern border. So we knew the Biden-Harris administration was two peas in a pot of dog shit, but either way, they were encouraging officers to lie and cover things up at the border, and now we got a whistleblower. Then we have a video titled, and this should be the last little bit of our news. It's titled The People's Champ. President Trump was on Gutfeld yesterday. I think that's how you say his name. And he was awarded a WrestleMania belt. I don't remember what is it, WWE now? I don't know, but it's badass, so we added that on there. Then we got two funny videos of the day. The first one is titled The Only Bees We Like Are Boobies. And then the second video and the official funny video of the day is titled Dip Shizzle. And that was provided by Russell, I believe it was. I will go double check. But either way, that's what's on the menu today. We're going to read through the chat really quick, see how you hooligans are doing. And then, of course, we will get things started. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Breeze by You? What's up, Zero? What's up, Guess Some J? What's up, Damsel? What's up, Josh D? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Russell? What's up, J Spray? What's up, Matt? What's up, Annette? And what's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Russell, you were first today. I appreciate you racing to the chat and being omnipresent. Russell, you're a badass. What's up, Black White Bull? What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom. What's up, Tacoma Nurse? Happy freedom to you. Breeze by you, you're omnipresent. You're awesome. What's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom. What's up, MU? If I didn't get you already. What's up, Free Thinking Texan? Appreciate you being here. Zeus Boot, you are omnipresent. Let me see. Zeus Boot, I don't know. I haven't seen them on here, but they may be. Let me see. You guys are waiting on me. What's up, Mr. B New? Happy freedom. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Dabs? What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Happy freedom. What's up, Fitzy? What's up, AK? What's up, Tony Rez? Don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble and see if you can get us on the front page. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Let me see. Is this from today? No, that's from yesterday. Zeus Boot, you're omnipresent. You are a badass. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom. What's up, Matt? Appreciate you being here. Happy freedom, you hooligans. Make sure I got everybody. Why is all of your names orange and stuff? I wonder if Twitch does that or if you guys do that. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? Matt, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Grace? Happy freedom. Grace, you're here in Michigan. What a badass. It's a hooligander. What's up, Big Chap? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Double D? What's up, Mr. Coffee? And what's up, Cheeky Chops? Don't forget, hit that like button over on that communism platform. They hate that, but we love it. Alright, we're going to get started on this first video here. It's titled, No, You Can't Get Out. Florida burglary suspect caught in car by the owner. And he didn't get charged with Grand Theft Auto, which is, I don't know. It's something. I'll tell you that. It's something. Now, before we get into this, of course, I got to remind you guys, we have these outraged hooligan t-shirts. It says on the shirt, if you can't read it, if you are not outraged, you are not paying attention. This was created by Alistair because he is a badass himself. So definitely go check all this stuff out. It comes in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, coffee mugs, stickers, dog tags, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, and all kinds of stuff. Today I got on the Hooligan 2A tank top. We got all kinds of items and designs on the merch store. I will drop the link in the chat while we're watching this first video.
Next story is crazy. Imagine walking up to your car, a Corvette, a very nice Corvette, seeing someone trying to steal it. They're inside. But the would-be car thief, he's stuck inside begging for help. Would you let me out, please? Well, our Xavier Walton joins us live from Miami Beach. Xavier, they say only in Florida here. You talked to the owner of the car. What in the world was going through his mind?
To be completely honest, I think initially, Marky, there was some confusion, like, what is this guy doing in my car? So he had just finished having breakfast, his stomach is nice and full. Then he goes to his vehicle, and then all of a sudden, there's a surprise.
A brazen,
my brother,
would-be burglar.
This is not your car. This is my car.
Caught red-handed.
But why are you in my car?
He breaks in, but couldn't break out.
No, you can't get out. We calling the cops.
I want to know, and America wants to know, what you were thinking as you get closer and closer and closer. Then you see this guy in your car, and he's locked in there.
So the dude pops up like the Undertaker from the WWE. He pops up, and I go, oh.
He had this look on his face. Like he was caught red-handed. Like, I don't know what to do. Help me.
Yes, he was helpless. He looked embarrassed. This is Grand Theft Auto. Y'all don't know what. Are you trying to steal my car? What are you doing?
Moments later, get out of the car. Police tell the car thief to get out, but he doesn't know how.
If the door's unlocked, you could get in the car. If you don't have the keys inside the car, the lock won't work unless you pick at the manual lock, which is underneath the seat. And obviously the thief didn't know that.
On the ground. He finally opens the door to the Corvette C8 and immediately gets stuck in another car. Only this one belongs to police.
I'm still in shock. And we laugh about it. My family and friends, my dad, my wife, my son. Can't be doing that, fam. You can't be doing that. You just can't believe it. And, thank God we're safe. And thank God no one got harmed.
So thankfully nobody was hurt. That guy facing burglary charges. But Marky, I think for me, and I'm going to ask you the same question. What was it for you? Like the look on his face, he was like, it was almost like, can you help me? Marky, what would have been your reaction?
Well, you know what it was for me when I watched the video is he's almost looking, he's holding up the keys almost like, I'm sorry, I meant to get in the car next to me. I didn't. And the guy's like, no, the car next to me is not a Corvette. Thanks for trying. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good.
What an idiot. breaking into people's cars. Like I said, he probably had some scammer key fob thing, and he thought he was going to steal the car, and it didn't work out. What an idiot. It always cracks me up when you see criminals like, help me. Wait a minute, help you? The person that was about to be victimized? I'm not helping you, buddy. I'm not helping you all at all. I don't know. What would you do if you came out to your car and there was an individual sitting in it, and you know they weren't accidentally getting into your vehicle, which I almost did the other day, by the way. I was in a parking lot and walked up to a Subaru and couldn't open it. I was like, what the fuck? And I looked inside. None of that stuff inside belonged to me. And I was like, what? And I looked over and I was in the wrong lane. Saw a car identical to mine. That was almost me. That was almost me. I don't know what I would do if I went out to the parking lot and I saw some individual sitting in my car and you could see it's written all over their face that they had intentions of stealing it. The wrong choice would be the act of violence I would commit. But the right choice would be to take pictures and call the police, I suppose. I don't know the condition he's going to be in by the time the police show up. I'm very particular about my things. I grew up poor as shit, so everything I have belongs to me. And I feel very strongly about that. So I don't know what I would do if an individual was in my car with intentions of stealing it. They'd have to be a Subaru mechanic in order to do that because, you know, half the time my car ain't running. But anyways, next up we have trophy. Sheriffs give President Trump handcuffs that were used to capture the would-be shooter. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about what you would do if there was some asshole sitting in your car with intentions to drive off with it. Zero, I prefer manual shift as well. I wonder if eventually we're not going to have manual shift. Because they want the electric cars and stuff. And there's a couple electric cars that shift gears, not American ones, I don't think. But there's foreign ones where they shift gears. They only got like two gears or something like that. Plus, I think they're race cars. But it's not a very common feature. So I wonder. Let's see. Saltaregu, I'd ask for money. You're going to hold him hostage in the vehicle at gunpoint? Don't do that. I'm just talking shit. Wrong car, motherfucker. He's sitting there with a rifle pointed at him. He's like, where'd you get a rifle from? You just walk around with a rifle in your pants? No, I'm just happy to see you. What's up, RK? Happy freedom. Here, Juicer, I rented a car with a fob, leaving work at night, hopping in, started right up. I don't remember getting McDonald's. Oh, fuck. I didn't rent a Chevy. This isn't mine. No way, Hair Juicer. I've never used a key fob or anything like that. I mean, my car's got, the button thing to unlock the door, but it doesn't have a key fob to start the car, like a not keyless entry, but keyless, whatever the fuck it is. I've never had a car like that, and I've wondered how often that happens. Have you ever gone to a parking lot and hit the button on your car to unlock the door and hear a different car get unlocked because of your key fob? Cars would be started like that too, and I've wondered how much of a problem that is. But everything that we make digital seems to be less safe, and we put all these computers in cars, and look, they're being stolen by key fobs and stuff. Russell, a dumb crook. Yeah, it was wrote all over his face. Zero, my Jeep is the same way. You can't get out without the fob. That's crazy. See, he's lucky that the guy that stole his car wasn't buff, because he could have just blown the window out and got out, and then he'd have to replace the window, and those side windows are the most expensive ones. Russell, I love my key fob. It never leaves my pocket. I mean, I could imagine that being nice. My buddy Carmelo, he's got keyless entry and all that stuff. And every once in a while, so Saturday I have something going on, and I don't know if we're going to be able to cover the Trump rally or not. I'm going to do my best to be able to do that, but I have something going on where we're supposed to go do some stuff, me and Carmelo. And every time I hang out with him, he gets out of the car to go in the gas station. The whole car starts beeping and stuff because he's got the key fob in his pocket. So the whole time he's gone, I'm just sitting there listening to these dinging sounds. And it's just as bad as in wintertime where someone gets out of the car to pump gas, but then they don't close their door. And you just sitting there getting roasted by frosty wind and stuff. I hate that. And having the key fob situation is just as bad. I'm always telling him, leave the damn key fob. I don't want to hear your car dinging and stuff. He's like, what are you gonna do, steal my car? I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. Breeze by you, I prefer using actual keys. Yeah, the nice thing about actual keys is you can use them when the batteries die. That's the problem people are experiencing with like the Teslas. If your car dies, well, how do you unlock it? How do you get in? How do you make it do anything? You can't even put the car in park. Like, you can't do anything if the battery's dead. And they have all this manual crap that you have to do that you also can't do unless you can access the interior of the car. So yeah, there is definitely a downside to the battery-powered fobs. Oh, weird, Snooks. It's not a GIF over here. I wonder if we have a way to jack that. Kung Fu, hit the thumbs up to deactivate any devices that have been added to your electronics. Is that how it goes, Kung Fu? True American, my Ford Flex has a key fob, and if you step out of the car with the fob, it honks stupidly loud 2 times. Why can it not? Yeah, True American, I don't understand what is that for. Like, maybe in case that you're not the person holding the key? I don't really know why they did that. Like, I don't see the point of that. Pumpkin, I'm old-fashioned. I like keys. Yeah, I'm the same way. What's up, people? Happy freedom to you. Oh, you're Double D? You're everywhere. You're omnipresent. I appreciate you. Happy freedom, Maddie Walker. Appreciate you being with us. What's up, Cheddar Steve? Cheddar Steve. I'd de-pants him and have my way with his balloon knot. Well, Cheddar Steve, you know, everybody's got their own version of justice. It's your vehicle. They should have never broke into it. Like I said, it's the wrong car. Pumpkin, that would be embarrassing. I don't know what I would do. I feel like I'd be upset. If I came out and there's somebody sitting in my car, I'd be upset. People, I like that feature because before I would lock my keys in the car, how do those two things correlate? If you leave the car with the key fob, the car makes noise to let you know you walked away with the key. So it knows that if you got the key inside the car, so it won't lock the doors? Is that what you're saying? True American, make keys great again. Well, they were trying to. That's why they found coke in the White House. Darth Blaze, yes, we're going to be covering President Trump at 7:30 tonight. What's up, Voltaire? Happy freedom. Luckily, he didn't know how to Google how to get out. Yeah, and that would have been too easy. I'm trapped in my Corvette. How do I get out? The AI would explain it to him. What's up, Duck and Felonies? Happy freedom. What's up, Ajax? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Skulls? Happy freedom. Big Chap says the lady that locked in her Tesla that drove her into a pond and drowned her. I haven't heard anything about that, Big Chap, but I'm kind of not surprised. Like I said, everything that we have that's digital is trash. I wish it wasn't that way. Zero. Jeeps won't lock from the outside if the fob is inside. Saving you women. Saving you women all that trouble. I have never locked my keys in the car. And every woman I've ever met has done it multiple times. I don't know why. I don't know why. But you ladies, you love locking your keys in the car. I don't know if it's like a admission of womanhood or what it is. It's just something you girls are good at. Anyways, we're going to get into this next video. It's titled Trophy Sheriffs Give President Trump, Signed Handcuffs Used to Capture the Would-Be Shooter. Like I said, I don't remember them doing this for the first guy. I mean, yeah, I know the first guy didn't get arrested. He got shot in the face by Secret Service. But they didn't give President Trump like a signed bullet or anything like that. So I don't know. I feel like he got gypped on the first one. But anyways, let's get into this. Once again, this is Trophy. Sheriffs give President Trump, my goodness, signed handcuffs used to capture would-be shooter. Now, don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
That's good-looking stuff right there. That's good-looking human beings, huh? Mr. President, God bless. Great job. Great job. Moving down the line. Thank you very much. I'm still here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, Sheriff, who's your best man here? Who's the best guy? I don't know who's Oh, that's pretty good. I didn't think you caught him out. That's good, huh?
That guy's string bean. Tall, scrawny dude. His clothes just hanging off of him. Well, that's a nice little get-together they did for President Trump. Like I said, I don't remember them doing that for the first time around, but that's okay. At least President Trump is still here with us. Be a different world right now without him, that's for sure. Next up, we have Trump rally attendees report mysterious eye pain. Like I said, these individuals were on stage with President Trump. There was a group on the left and a group on the right. And the ones on the left, something happened. And there's a few of them that went to the ER because they were experiencing eye pain. It wasn't strain from the lighting. They don't know what it was. And I don't really know how they don't know what it was. They went to the ER. Like the doctors couldn't figure out what it was, just mysterious eye pain. I mean, I got problems like that, but I ain't never heard anybody else having problems that there's no answers to. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. It's coming up next. First, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump receiving signed handcuffs that were used to capture the would-be shooter. Now, before we get into the chat, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Going to read through the chat and then we're going to cover what's going on from that old Trump rally where those attendees are having eye problems. What's up, Chrissy Star? Happy Freedom. Appreciate you being here with us. Thank you, Snooks. I appreciate the compliment. Russell, the handcuffs will have a special place in Trump's presidential library. Oh, I agree. I agree. He's going to be 115 years old. And he's like, you remember that one time those Democrats were fucking shooting at me? Pointing to the handcuffs over on the mantle there. Mm-hmm. Salty Ragu, I've gotten cuffs before. I don't want to talk about it, Salty Ragu. I don't want to talk about that. It makes, ever since the first arrest, it's made sexy time difficult. Stupid. Hate wearing handcuffs. This is not flattering. Not at all. Matt, give Trump his bloody demo ranch shirt. There you go, Matt. That's a real trophy. He could hold it up at the rallies. He's like, remember what happened? The first guy that shot at me? It's just a tattered rag covered in blood. He's like, that's what I thought. You want rhetoric? I got rhetoric. That's why they won't let me be president. Be on stage talking that shit. Zero, your key fob's got a key in it. Yeah, some of them do and some of them don't. It's better when you got one that does, though. Can save your ass when the battery dies. Nico, direct UVC light beam could do it. Yeah, a lot of people were wondering if it was symptoms of energy weapons being used, radioactive, radio waves and stuff like that. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because they don't know anything about anything. These individuals went to the ER. Their eyes hurt. That's all they figured out. True American, it's funny that the lefties are complaining that Trump is complaining he's not being killed and it's helping him in the polls. Yeah, like he's being shot at. Yeah, it's funny that the lefties are complaining that Trump's complaining that he's being shot at and it's helping him in the polls. Insane. Yeah, True American, and they're the ones blaming him for it. They're telling him that he deserves to be shot at. It's so crazy. The people who are scared of guns and think we need to dismantle our Second Amendment and that everybody that owns a gun is a piece of shit, as soon as President Trump gets shot at, they're like, well, he deserves it. What? Like, come on, man. It's like if President Trump was going to have an abortion and he was denied. The left all of a sudden is like, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. While they cry about, women's health care that they like to call killing babies. It's hypocrisy. But, that's how Democrats are. They always project onto other people, and they tell you not to do something that they will turn around and do. We watched KJP do it the other day, 2 days ago. She was like, Trump's rhetoric is why he gets shot at. And then turned around and was like, Trump's a piece of shit. He's a bad guy. He's a real bad man. He's a threat to democracy because he's taking down women's rights. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. It's flip-flopping. That's what they do. People can't and won't take my guns. Yep. Most of America feels that way. I remember back in 2020, people were like, when is it go time? And I remember telling people, you'll know. You'll know. That's how you'll know. When they come for your guns, that's how you know when it's go time. What's up, Amarain? Happy Freedom? You're not that late. You're not that late. You're on Discord? I don't know how you're late. Maybe you're a busy girl. That's okay. We just got started not that long ago. Do. Mitchell, Trump has a Tesla bullet deflecting anti-gravity suit that he wears. It's temperature regulating and everything. What do they say on men's unders? Moisture wicking. Got the super suit on. At Jack, judged by 12 rather than carried by 6 became detonated by 12 rather than judged by 26 million. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, Ajax. I almost added a video on that was from the company that made the radios that were exploding in Lebanon or wherever. But all it was is that the brand was trying to reassure everyone that it wasn't their fault that the radios were exploding. And the radios have been discontinued for over 10 years. And so they were putting out a public statement like, it wasn't our radios blowing up. Somebody did that shit. It wasn't us. And I was like, no, I guess I don't have to put that on the schedule. It's funny you bring it up. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Happy Freedom, and thank you for joining us. Russell, North Dakota is a pretty state, but too cold in the winter. Yeah, my buddy WMM, he was living in North Dakota for a while. And I mean, I thought it got cold here in Michigan, but he was sending me pictures where his whole beard was like frozen. Like his eyebrows were frozen and had like icicles. And it was just flatland with snow everywhere. And it was like, I don't know, negative 30 degrees or something. Like, yeah, you're not talking me into coming and hanging out with you, buddy. I went and brought him back home, though. Some shit went left out there. He called me up. I was sitting on the toilet. He called me up. He said, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. I want you to come get me. I want to come home. I was like, let me wipe my ass. I'll be on my way. 15 hours just out the door. Drove through the night going to get my buddy because that's the kind of guy I am. Anyways, we're going to get into this video. It's titled Trump Rally Attendees Report Mysterious Eye Pain. I pain, you pain, we all pain together. All right, hooligans, let's get this rolling.
We begin tonight with a medical mystery following a Trump rally in Tucson last week. Nearly a dozen people now say that they suffered eye emergencies after standing on the stage with the former president. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. After the rally wrapped up, some of the people say the pain was so intense they actually had to go to the ER. 12 News journalist Jonathan McCall talked with a woman who's now asking for answers about what happened. He joins us in studio with the story. Jonathan.
Hey, Mark Caribe. Everyone trying to figure out exactly what happened during that rally last Thursday. Maya Rodriguez says the pain started after leaving that rally and quickly intensified. At one point, she says it was so strong she couldn't even open her eyes. Tonight, she now wants to know exactly what was the issue that caused the problem. A sight to see.
It was his first rally after the debate.
Maya Rodriguez face-to-face with former President Donald Trump at a Tucson rally last week.
She comes out, we were all pumped up.
A perfect view.
It was all the Latinos on that side of stage.
Quickly becoming blurry.
I told my husband, please take me to emergency room because something's wrong.
After leaving the rally, she says she began experiencing eye pain. Initially thinking it was allergies, she says when she couldn't open her eyes, she knew it was something else, and she quickly learned she wasn't alone.
Are you okay? Because other people that were with you at the rally went to the hospital.
Her eyes not deceiving her when she learned at least 5 other
I don't know why they showed that picture.
section also dealing with eye emergencies.
Friday, I thought I was going to be blind.
A doctor telling her she wasn't blinded by the light.
It was not the lights, the stage lights could not cause this.
Rodriguez says only supporters on one side of that stage were injured. She says the damage impacting her cornea, leaving her sensitive to light. In fact, she wore these glasses during our interview, but she says she will recover.
Today was the very first day that I could actually see straight with both eyes.
Rodriguez says she's been in touch with the Trump campaign about what happened. In a statement to 12 News, the campaign says in part, quote, it's collecting information. Rodriguez says she didn't notice any questionable smells or anything in the air, but she's hoping to shine a bright light to look into what happened.
Of course, I would like to, but it will be nearly impossible, I think, at this point, so many days after the event.
Still so many unanswered questions about how that happened today. 12 News reaching out to the Tucson Convention Center, which operates the Linda Ronstadt Music Hall where the rally was held, for comments about these claims. Was there any chemicals released at the time? Anything happening? So far, we have yet to hear back. As soon as we learn any new information, we'll definitely let you know. Jonathan McCall, 12 News.
Wow. Okay, Jonathan.
Very interesting. There was a ton of people there, but only the people on the left side of the stage were injured. There was a few of them, not all of them. Nobody knows what happened. I don't know how you go to the doctor. I mean, I kind of know, but I kind of don't know. When you go to the doctor and they run thousands of dollars of tests on you just for the sole purpose of being paid thousands of dollars, they care less if you die or not, they usually figure something out. They at least have suggestions of what may or may not have caused that. And these people don't know anything. They all went to the ER and the doctor was like, yeah, your eyes, they're messed up. And they're like, okay, what caused it? And they're like, you'd have to ask God. Nobody knows. Like, that sounds really weird. Especially when you got multiple incidents. You got, 5-6 people coming into the ER all for the same thing from being at the same location. You would think that would open an investigation of sorts. But no, because Trump was involved. And you know how Democrats are when you bring up Trump. They just want the death to everybody. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they got Democrats at the hospital. I don't know. It just seems really weird that they don't even have suggestions of what may have happened to cause these issues. And I wonder if other people will be interviewed too, instead of, just this woman. Maybe we'll get other accounts of what happened. Who knows? Maybe we won't hear any more about it. It's hard to say. Next up, we have Trump. Oh, no, that's what we just covered. Josh Hawley, he's saying the Secret Service is stonewalling and that they need to level with Americans. They're going to talk about the recent assassination attempt on President Trump, and then they're going to talk about the one from Butler, Pennsylvania, and how they're still not getting the information that they've been requesting from Secret Service. I think it's because they're all involved. But either way, Josh Hawley, he's a badass, and we got him coming up next. We're going to read through the chat really quick and see what you hooligans think. What do you think happened to those attendees at the Trump rally causing their eyes to be all messed up? J Spray, we don't know what it is, but you'll be okay. Yeah, exactly, J Spray. We can't suggest any medicine or anything. Here's these crazy sunglasses like you're an 80-year-old man or some shit, and you'll just wear these and you'll be fine. That'll be $6,200. Like, I'm sure that's how it went. That's why I don't go to the doctor. I'd rather die than hear their bullshit. I can't stand going to the doctors. TomTom UV or IT lights? I don't know what IT is. I've never heard of that. It could be UV lights though, because then they wouldn't see them. They wouldn't, they wouldn't see the light. They would just be affected by it. Could be. Russell, it could have been caused by a laser pointer. I feel like they would have noticed it, but it's hard to say. They're sitting on stage, and when you're on stage, it's hard to see anything. You have so much light in your face, and every stage is a little different. But I've been on stage quite a few times for performing music and stuff like that, rapping on stage, and it's hard to see anything. You're just being fried underneath that light. So, I mean, I don't know if they would notice laser pointers pointing at their face or not. I kind of feel like they would. Like, if you've ever been hit with a laser pointer in the eye, you can see the laser on the surface of your eye. So I feel like maybe they would notice that, but it's hard to say. It's a weird thing going on. Christy Star, you're out there in North Dakota? It gets real cold here and the snow is bad. That's what I was seeing, Christy Star. Your guys' car insurance is great. The price, like my buddy paid like, I don't know what he paid, $300 for 6 months worth of insurance or a year's worth of insurance. I pay $165 a month for insurance where I live. And I've always been jealous of North Dakota's car insurance prices. Tom. I need one of those for my uranium glass. An 850 nanometer range, not visible to us without night vision. Maybe that is what happened. Maybe they were being hit with UV light. I wonder. It's kind of weird that people would be injured and President Trump wasn't one of them. You know, thank God. But why would the attendees be targeted? To make people not want to go? Because they're already got to worry about assassination attempts. If the attendees are being targeted and nobody's resolving it, maybe less people will attend the rallies? You think maybe that's what's going on? Pico UVC light? That very well could be. Thank you so much, Snooks, for that $50 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate you, Snooks. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do. Says thank you for you and all you do for all of us, Jeff. Thank you, Snooks. You're the best. Ghostly, we are the target. Trump is standing in the way. Well, that's true. That is true. What's up, McBeefy? Happy freedom. I pay $35 in Michigan through State Farm. No joke. Really, McBeefy? How old are you? Maybe it's my age that's holding me back. I don't know. I've been told that my whole life. I remember being 18. I was paying $300 a month for PLPD. And I was like, how do you guys afford car insurance and rent at the same time? And they were like, oh, it's because you're young. You get older, the price will go down, blah, blah. Maybe that's the way it used to be. It ain't like that now. Because I paid the same my whole damn life. I don't have any tickets or anything. And I asked my insurance company one time after 10 years of paying car insurance. I'm like, I thought my stuff's supposed to go down. My insurance only goes up. And they said it's because of Michigan's health insurance. That the health insurance goes up so much that we don't get to see the car insurance go down because of the health premiums. I don't know. I hate it. McBeefy, you're younger than I am and you pay less for car insurance? Maybe. I don't know why that is. They charge me crazy money. Sounds like they're scamming me. If I had less integrity, I'd drive without insurance. I've never needed to provide it in my life. And I mean, now I got full coverage. So if I smack a deer, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. True American, I recommend State Farm. I switched recently, saving tons of money, best prices I've ever had, and get better prices down the road with beam tracking. I'll check it out, True American. Thank you for letting me know. Who do I got right now? Progressive. I think I got Progressive right now. I had AAA. Who else did I have? I had some other name brand insurance, and I don't know. It all sucks. True American, I got 5 cars at full coverage and pay about $320 a month. I'm almost 30 also, and have one and a 16-year-old on the policy too. Wow, True American. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I pay just over half of that just for one vehicle by myself. I will have to check that out. What's up, Alistair? Happy freedom. Bobby Guy. I don't think it was Geico. I can't remember who it was. But my prices never go down, and it sucks. Mr. Beans, I have Progressive, but they suck, so I have Farmers. I've been told to get Farmers insurance too. Supia, AAA does car insurance? What do you mean? What else do they do? I only know them as car insurance. Alistair, I scout insurance every 6 months to find the best prices. See, I go through a broker. I don't even talk to these insurance people. I call this place in Ludington McGee or something, and they just figure it out. And they're like, well, we can get you this. And I'm like, okay. And then they do it. But what sucks is when I call And I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about getting this new car or whatever. How much will my insurance be? And they say, I don't know. And I hate that. I hate that so much. I've had that happen 3 times. I'm like, how much is it going to be? They're like, I don't know. You got to type it in and start paying for it. Then we'll tell you how much it is. Oh, okay. The one time my insurance went from $100 to $300 a month. And I just received a bill one day. And was like, what the hell? And they were like, yeah, you got the new car. I'm like, yeah, but you never told me how much it was going to be. They're like, oh, it's that much. Okay, I'm canceling my insurance. They were like, hold on a second. Let me find you a better deal. You're like, yeah, that's what I thought. They hate when I go in there, too. Because it's all old ladies. So I go in there all blacked out and stuff. And they're like, you're not allowed to be in here. I'm like, listen, I'm not here to rob you fuckers for your insurance, okay? I'm here to try and cover my car so I could drive down the road legally. Yeah, True American. I'm going to check it out. Thank you for letting me know. Possum Lady, State Farm, Oregon, $250 a month. I'm 60, no accidents either. Yeah, that's a lot, Possum Lady. Do you have full coverage, though? Because I know full coverage is a little bit more. I was paying crazy prices for bare minimum for a long time. Hurley Girl, going through a third party for insurance sometimes costs you more. Yeah, Hurley Girl. What's up, Uj? Happy freedom. Hurley Girl, I have full coverage on one vehicle for 2 people, and I think we pay $130 a month. I'm 43, my husband's 38. Both of us have clean records, and we have Progressive. See, that's a good price. For, well, I mean, that's almost what I pay, but I don't have 2 people on it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely going to have to go check out these other guys, though. See if I can get a better deal. What is your name? We'll go with Deeper. Happy freedom, Deeper. State Farm, and I'm at $392 for 6 months. Holy, wait a minute, for 6 months? That's a deal. That's a deal. Sometimes I don't know what you guys are saying. Karaticus, they raise it every 6 months down here in Florida. 0 claims, no tickets. 62, $159 a month for State Farm. See, and that's too much. We shouldn't have to pay this much for insurance. Especially when there's states out there that don't even require insurance. And I can't remember if it's Georgia. Somewhere they don't even have mandatory car insurance. So they can just drive without insurance. And I wish that's how it was here. Because it's, no fault insurance here. So, like I told you guys the other day this. If somebody rear ends me, that's my fault. I have to pay for it. Like, it doesn't matter. Any car accidents are like that. Whether you caused it or not, it's your fault. And you have to pay for it. And your insurance premiums will go up and all that other stuff. And I feel like if it's at fault insurance, where it's your fault no matter what, then you shouldn't have to pay for an insurance. Like, you shouldn't have to pay for that. Because if I get in a car, like somebody wrecks my car, because I'm the best driver in the world. Everybody else sucks at driving. That ain't my fault. Those are facts. And so as I'm on the road, some dumbass runs into me. If I choose to not fix my car, that's my business. So why do I have to pay for insurance? Especially when I've never used it. I've never used my insurance. And I got to pay for it every month. For what? Especially in Biden's economy. That Biden-Harris economy. It's not, I can't afford to be throwing money away. Anyways, we're going to get into this next video. It's Josh Hawley. It's titled "The Secret Service is Stonewalling and They Need to Level with Americans." I like Josh Hawley, but I wish these people actually did something. MTG, Lauren Boebert, Matt Gaetz, Josh Hawley. Like, I like all these people. Rand Paul. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And they all say the right things. And they got all the evidence of these people doing, wrong, breaking laws, infringing on our rights. And they say it out loud. They're like, yeah, this is what you're doing. And then the person on the receiving end's like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then they're like, all right, have a nice day. And that's it. Look at Fauci. He's like at Harvard. After they proved that he did gain of function. Oh, he's just a professor now. Not if it was me and you, we'd be under the jail. Anyways, let's get into this. Josh Hawley. Once again, this is titled "The Secret Service is Stonewalling and They Need to Level with Americans."
Josh Hawley joins me now. Senator, what are you hearing now from people that are speaking to your staff?
Well, what we've heard, Jesse, from new whistleblowers who've come forward about this second assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. And here's what they have told us. That golf course that the president was playing. Secret Service have guarded that course many, many times. And what the whistleblower says is protocol calls for Secret Service to station agents along the places in the course that are known vulnerabilities. I want to emphasize the service has guarded this course many times. They know where there are vulnerabilities. They normally station agents there ahead of Trump's appearance on the course, but they apparently did not do that this last weekend. And the whistleblowers tell me that's strange. That's out of protocol. It's not even clear Secret Service swept the perimeter before Trump took to the course. Also a breach of protocol. And they want to know why, and so do I. I think the Secret Service deserves to give us answers.
We're hearing conflicting reports about who fired off those rounds at Ruth. Was it a guy sweeping the perimeter during the round, or was it the advance team who was a hole ahead? Do we have any understanding of what the truth is there?
I don't think we do yet. Certainly I don't. And again, the Secret Service, the FBI, DHS have not been forthcoming on this. Jesse, I want to emphasize we are over 2 months, of course, since Butler. Do you know that the Secret Service still has not given congressional investigators the documents and evidence we have been asking for 2 months? 2 months since Trump was shot in the face. Now he has been shot at, or nearly so, again, and still Secret Service is stonewalling right down to this hour. I mean, what is going on here? They need to level with us. They need to level with the American people, and they need to tell us what in the world is happening.
I mean, even your colleagues, pretty partisan colleagues on the left, Blumenthal, even he's just had it. So we're also hearing, and this is new, tell me if you've heard this as well, that the Secret Service told the locals in Butler, oh, no, we got the roof. Don't worry about the roof. We got it. Is that what you heard, too? Because they didn't get it.
You know, I saw this in Senator Grassley's recent report, and I can tell you, Jesse, I can confirm that local law enforcement in Butler, local whistleblowers have told me in my office that Secret Service was indeed the one that took, of course, the planning lead on the day, and that Secret Service was supposed to be in charge of securing that location. And they didn't do it. And I tell you what, local law enforcement has been extremely upset, to put it mildly, for months now that they've been blamed. The Secret Service went public, blamed the locals, and the locals say it wasn't our responsibility. Secret Service was supposed to do it. Jesse, the local police even offered Secret Service drones on the day in Butler. Secret Service said no.
Do you believe in your heart that the Secret Service is just incompetent or they're compromised?
You know, all I can say is this. When for 2 months you won't answer questions in public, you won't give congressional investigators any documents or evidence, you won't comply with the most basic requests for information, that raises a lot of troubling questions. It's a stonewall, Jesse. That's all there is to it. This is stonewalling at this point. I don't know why they're stonewalling, but it can't be good. And it's time for them to come clean.
It's unacceptable. And again, great job with your office communicating with these whistleblowers. It's the only way we're getting the truth out there. Thank you, Senator Hawley. Click here.
Josh Hawley. Like I said, I like Josh Hawley. I just wish that those people on Capitol Hill held other people accountable. It seems like they say all the right things, they do all the research, they provide all the evidence, they get their case together like an attorney would, and then nothing happens. They just prove their point. Everyone agrees that, yep, those are bad guys on the other side of the table. And then they all go home and finger each other, or whatever they do at their house. And nothing ever happens. There's no accountability ever on Capitol Hill, and it doesn't make any sense to me. And look at Secret Service. They're not cooperating with the government. And nobody's doing anything about it. It's just totally fine. President's being shot at. They're trying to take down our hope. Everybody sees it. Nobody's doing anything about it. And the people that are supposed to be protecting President Trump are refusing to provide all the information that's being requested from them. Well, that's pretty suspicious considering they're supposed to be on President Trump's side and they're not cooperating with the investigation to figure out why people are attacking President Trump. The other thing I don't really like, and I saw someone point that out on Rumble, I wish people would stop saying he was shot in the face. Because your ear is not a part of your face, and it's bad enough he was shot in the ear. When you escalate it like that, like you embellish what happened, it takes away from your credibility. And it's bad enough they're already blaming President Trump for being shot at. They're like, oh, it's your fault that you're getting shot at. And then when we go out and they're like, oh, he shot him 16 times in the face. And it's like, that's not what happened. And when you start saying that stuff, it not only does it hurt your credibility, but it kind of undermines how serious the situation is. And the other part of that is Josh Hawley just said that, you know, they're shooting at him again, or they're shooting at Secret Service or whatever. But there's lots of reports that the shooter in the bushes didn't he didn't open fire. He didn't shoot his firearm. And it's mixed reviews. Some people say he was shooting at Secret Service and Secret Service shot back. Other reports say he didn't even have the rifle in his hands, that it was leaning up against the fence and they started shooting at him and he ran, that he didn't even shoot back. And then even look at the explosive thing yesterday. You know, they said that they found explosives near President Trump's rally, but then they turned around and said, no, it wasn't explosives, and then gave 5 different stories of what it was. And none of the stories correlate. Some people say it was just a bomb threat. Other people say it was a bomb dog in training. Other people say it was a bomb dog in training and the trainer called in the bomb threat. It's like there's so much information that just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. And it's rough when you got somebody like Josh Hawley. Like I said, I like Josh Hawley. But when he says stuff like that and it's not confirmed or whatever, it undermines what he's saying. It kind of discredits him a little bit. And then that makes his message less effective. And like I said, on top of all of it, he's on Capitol Hill. They're calling out Secret Service. Secret Service is not complying. By the way, that's who protects President Trump. So obviously things are not going well. And I see President Trump blessing Secret Service every chance he gets. He's out there standing up for Secret Service, and you can hear it in the crowd. Not everybody is really happy with what's going on with Secret Service right now. And, I mean, we covered him yesterday, and it was like that. He was like, Secret Service is doing great, and then from the crowd, they're like they're mooing, because you got some people cheering, you got some people booing. They're out there mooing in the crowd because not everybody agrees with that statement. I think that President Trump is trying to talk them up because it ain't going to help him to talk bad about the people that are supposed to protect him. So I understand why he goes out there and he says that stuff, even though none of us feel the same way. But like I was saying yesterday, I feel like Americans that want to protect President Trump, they should focus on that. They should go do it. Not interfere. Don't, cause problems and stuff for yourself or President Trump. But like if he's coming to town, go look around. See if shit looks straight. Watch his back like he says he's watching ours. But he's never going to give you permission to go, protect him. But if it's your town, he's coming into your area, you should be able to detect if things are off or not and have his back, There's a lot of people who act like they're just on the standby. Oh, I'd protect Trump if he ever let me. Well, he ain't never going to let you. So if he's coming to your town and you really mean that shit, you should go out there and look around. You should make sure that everything seems copacetic. Otherwise, you may be attending a rally where something bad happens, Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick and see what your hooligans think about Josh Hawley and him calling out the Secret Service. Next up, we don't live in a real democracy. This is JD Vance. He was being interviewed and he was explaining why there's no accountability. It's because this isn't a real democracy. This is communism rolling in. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and you're using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat. And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live like we have later today. So definitely go get yourself a membership for Rumble. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and we're going to listen to JD Vance talking about how this is not a real democracy. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. Appreciate you joining us. Matt, what civilian has a trained bomb dog, and how did he train the said dog? Yeah, Matt, there's no answers for any of it. It's all bullshit. They wanted to say that the threat wasn't real, and then they asked AI to make an excuse. That's what it looks like. It looks like they had AI write the excuse. And they said it quiet. They said the explosives were found near the rally, loudly. It was circulating all over the internet. And then they were like, oh, by the way, it wasn't really an explosive. There was a Happy Meal left in a car seat. That's what we thought it was a bomb. And they said it real quietly. And everybody carried the message that there was an explosive found. And there's no straight answer for what actually happened. And then President Trump didn't even talk about it last night while he was live. So it's like, who knows? Who knows anything? We're in this information warfare right now. And I am fed up with the Republicans as well as the Democrats. All I get is blah, blah, blah from the ballless and spineless Republicans. It is now a uniparty. Yeah, Annette, you're right. That's what I'm saying. Like, they go up there and they prove their point, and then they all just go home, call it a day. They don't ever do anything. Breeze by you, they can keep calling them out, but when will they actually do something about it? Yeah, Breeze by you, and I don't know if we'll ever see that, until we get President Trump back into office. President Trump actually fired people. But these guys, they don't do anything. They just do a lot of talking, and then they go home, or they go somewhere. Appeal to heaven, DeSantis will make sure it gets done. Yeah, I've seen that DeSantis is saying that they're going to look into it because it seems like anybody else that looks into it doesn't get the job done. Hopefully DeSantis does, because I know him and Trump are actually cool. They were going at each other during the race, the campaign stuff, but that's what they're, that's the game. That's the name of the game. But they're actually cool outside of, racing against each other and stuff. So I hope that DeSantis does, actually provide some answers of what's going on, because nobody else is going to provide answers to us. Zupia, that shit is wild. So many failures and nobody seems to give a shit about it, about getting the truth out. Yeah, Zupia. Well, that's why I think they're all in cahoots with it. It's their shooters. Why else would you drag your feet? Wouldn't you want to be the hero? You figure out who's doing the shooting, why they're attacking President Trump, who's funding them, who's connecting them. You bring that information out and America will love you. You're the hero. You just found out the person, you know what I mean? Like the whole agenda of why they're attacking President Trump. You put the evidence out there, catch the bad guys, and do the thing. Fire the Secret Service that fucked up. You're the hero. And we need heroes right now because the world's full of supervillains. Why isn't anybody taking that job? And I think it's because they're all connected. That's why. They'd have to tell on themselves to really put out the information of what's going on around here. Bobby, shot at the country club. Sounds like a country song. It does, Bobby. Ghostly, the SS are traitors and they're trying to kill another president. They should be tried, found guilty, and dealt with. I agree, Ghostly. There needs to be accountability. Mr. B. New, I mean, your face is not your ear. Yeah, Mr. B. New. Yeah, like I said, I think it's bad enough he's already being shot at and stuff. I don't think it needs to be embellished, Being shot in the head is even a stretch on its own, but to go out and be like, yeah, he was shot in the face. I don't know. I feel like that hurts the situation. What's up, Mama Beans? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rip Curl? Even when they do their jobs, they take years to get it done. Yeah, Rip Curl, they do. Like we were talking about how Hyena Harris is stealing campaigns funds from the Biden administration because originally Biden was running for re-election. And when he dropped out of the race and Harris became the primary, she was selected by the government, not elected by we the people. She started spending that money from the Biden race, like the 2024 race. She wasn't supposed to do that because that money wasn't donated for her to be the primary on the ticket. The money was donated with expectations of Biden being the primary on the ticket. So they're knowingly spending money illegally because it was not donated to her campaign. They're spending it from Biden's campaign. Everybody knows it. And they said that the reason they're doing this openly in front of everybody is because the last time this happened, it took 6 years for it to get finalized in court. And by the time it did, they just had to pay a bunch of fines 6 years after it happened. And that was it. They didn't undo anything. They just fined them. And that's what's going to happen with this. And they said that's only if the right paperwork is filed. Now, as far as I know, Team MAGA did file the paperwork like the week that it started. And President Trump was mentioning that they were taking campaign funds from the Biden administration to support what Harris has going on. And so they filed the paperwork 6 years later, they might get fined for it, for stealing donations that were given to the Biden administration for the new 2024 ticket. Out there in front of everybody, and nobody does anything about it. What's up, 78? Happy freedom. Raybon, you can see who donates to her. Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with the Biden administration having their money stolen. Sticks, interesting there's no news on RFK. Why? What's going on with RFK? What's up, Find to Fix It? Happy freedom. Electro Sloth, they were all hotboxing. That's why their eyes were messed up. It wasn't because of being on stage. It's because they were smoking weed out in the Honda Civic out back. That's what it was. Agent O, Happy Meals are the bomb. Well, that's how that's how it started. It was actually a McDonald's commercial. They went haywire. At first, they thought it was an explosive found near the Trump rally, but it was actually just a spoiled McDonald's commercial. That's what happened. Pretty sure. Mitchell, here's my question. If they didn't already have the cheat wrapped up, would they be doing this? Because if they lose, they'll be prosecuted. I don't know, Mitchell. I mean, I assume they've got, in their head their own way of how they're going to win this, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I still feel like Americans are going to lose their marbles if they steal this one. I thought they did it last time, but like I said, I've said this like 3 days now. For some reason, when the evil people are sitting on our chest, stabbing us over and over again, something about them having a smile while they do it confuses the shit out of Americans. And so when they go on TV and they're like, yeah, we're going to shoot and kill all of you guys, as long as they're smiling, everybody just stays seated. And it's just the way it is. And so that's what happened with 2020. And now we're approaching 2024, and people are all saying the same thing. They're like, well, we never fixed 2020. Like, yeah. And people are still white hot about it. So if they mess this up, I kind of feel like people are going to lose their marbles. I don't feel like everybody will. I don't feel like even as much of a portion of people that should be upset will be upset. But I think there's going to be individuals out there that feel that there's no point in staying in the guidelines anymore because there's no one else doing it. And what's the point of following the rules if you're getting fucked in the end anyways? And when people start feeling that way, they start feeling hopeless. And when people are hopeless, especially Americans, they become unpredictable. And the government can't control hopeless people. And so I'm sure that in their mind, they got their own version of how this is going to go. But I wonder if they have the other voice in their head telling them, you push these fuckers too far and America will show up on the doorstep. And they're not going to want that. They didn't like J6. They're not going to like the way round 2 is going to go, And I don't want anybody to do anything bad to anybody. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. I want everyone to be happy and whole. But these people need to stop screwing around with us because you can't be playing around with Americans. Because like I said, once they get set off, you're fucked. You're fucked. Don't deal with angry Americans. You ain't going to like it, Anyways, we're going to move forward here to JD Vance. It's titled, We Don't Live in a Real Democracy. And it's all related to accountability. I like JD Vance. I feel like he's been killing it lately. I know the Democrats are like, he admitted to making up the stories about the Haitians eating the cats. We all watched that video. They twisted his words right in front of him, and he shut them down moments after they did that. Democrats can't seem to remember that part of the story, though. Once again, this is We Don't Live in a Real Democracy, says JD Vance. Hit that like button over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Part of the people who actually drive public opinion and drive the decisions that are made in this country. I mean, we don't, Tucker, the reason why all these popular things don't happen. Like, why aren't we deporting illegal aliens? Why aren't we cutting off the money spigot that goes to illegal aliens? Why aren't we stopping sending thousands of American kids to die overseas in some pointless war? It's because in reality, right now, we don't live in a real democracy in this country, right? The people who call the shots in this country have further and further divorced themselves from any kind of real democratic accountability, right? So ask yourself, in 2008, did America have a real choice between the foreign policy of John McCain and the foreign policy of Barack Obama? Of course we did, right? They were saying, in effect, the exact same thing. For the first time in 2016, we had a real choice between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, okay? Right. And of course, the American people chose Donald Trump despite every incentive and every pressure to not choose Donald Trump. The American people still chose Donald Trump. And of course, what did? They spent the next 4 years trying to destroy them. So the question is, like, how do we do these things? You have to make the actual levers of government power accountable to the American people. And that means you've got to be able to fire bureaucrats who don't do their job, right? This is like common sense. I mean, let me take like a very isolated example.
So JD Vance is saying all the same things we're saying, that if somebody's not doing their job, we should have the ability to pull them out of office. We shouldn't have to wait for another rigged election. We should be able to hold a special election and pull them right out of office. And everybody who's an elected official should be at the mercy of that. Now, they will probably rig that too. If we came out with it, they would just magically show up with enough signatures and pull out Republicans from office and things like that. And it probably could get messy. But sitting here doing nothing really isn't working. To sit here and, like we were just talking about, Josh Hawley and all those guys, they bring in the evil people, big corporations, whoever it may be, Fauci, and they prove their point. They prove that these people are doing wrong by the American people, and then they cut them loose. If they were at the mercy of being pulled down by us because they're not holding those bad guys accountable, they'd do their damn job. They would do something about these bad people. But there's no one there to arrest them. There's no one there to do anything, to hold them accountable in any kind of way for the choices they make. So they just go on TV, they show us their version of a soap opera, and then we all get upset, and then they go home and count their millions. They do insider trading and all this stuff because there's no accountability. There's no one hovering over them. They're the top of the food chain. And we need that to change. We need legislation to pass so we can have a way to pull down these individuals who are not doing their job. We also need term limits. We need lots of stuff like that. And everybody feels that way. It's obvious. They want to put politics in every little thing. Everybody's watching politics now. If that's the case, then we're going to have to make some changes around here so we have a say in what's going on. I think it was more effective when people didn't really care about politics because it's just boring old news. Only old people would be watching it. Well, nobody knew what was going on. Now they stick it down our damn throat. Well, we're paying attention now, and we're going to need some control over what you guys are doing on Capitol Hill because you ain't doing right by us and you work for us. We pay your bills. We make your clothes. We make your food. We build your cars. We build your fucking houses. There's no reason why we're getting the short end of the stick. We're smarter than them. We're more American than them. Why did they get to just sit on Capitol Hill and run a soap opera? It's not right. It's not right at all. And all Americans feel that way if you explain the shit to them. So we just need to pass some legislation. The best thing we could do is vote for the Orange Eagle on November 5th, get President Trump in there, hopefully make America a little bit more normal again. And while we're on the right path, we can start pushing to try and get some legislation passed so we can have term limits, so we can have access to elected officials and to be able to pull them down without having to wait 4 years for it, and to be more open-minded to holding special elections when things aren't going the way they're supposed to go. The problem is a lot of us are complacent and lazy, but we're going to have to get over that shit because they're trying to enforce communism and not one of us is going to like it. So we need to do something about it. The first step is voting for the Orange Eagle November 5th. Next up we have... let's see. What is this? I think this is the whistleblower story. So it's titled, "A recently retired Border Patrol chief says that the Kamala-Biden admin ordered him to cover up the increase of suspected terrorist arrests arrested at the southern border." Like I said, this guy's a whistleblower, and he's talking about how Biden and Harris were ordering cover-ups at the southern border. Now, we kind of already knew that. just based off the fact they were lying every time they were on stage. Like, oh, the southern border is safe. Meanwhile, we got Oreo Express and first responder media and all those people down there covering live as illegals are coming into the country, on top of all the other news that we cover with border crossers raping, killing, kidnapping, stealing, and doing what they do while they're here, gang banging and taking over apartment complexes. That's when they're not eating cats, though. And we know what's really going on. And so them lying about it told us they were covering it up this whole time. Now we got a whistleblower. We got somebody that actually worked for them who is, calling it out. So what's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about J.D. Vance out there killing it, smoking those Democrats. Chrissy Starr, Trump will hold them accountable. I agree, but we need to be able to hold them accountable after he's done with his second term. That's something we got to do. But I agree with you, Chrissy Starr. I think President Trump will take care of them. I don't know if he'll be persecuting people, but they'll definitely be getting fired and stuff. He's not against that. Breeze by you, we the people should be able to do that. We are supposed to have the power, term limits, and no lobbying. All that would go a long way to fixing this. Yep, I agree, Breeze by you. Breeze by you, J.D. Vance has been doing great. I totally agree. He's killing it. I didn't know what to think of J.D. Vance when I first seen him, but every time I see him speak, I'm like, you're the man, dude. Like, you're doing the thing. I like that. He's assertive about it. He will show up and say everything that people don't want to hear because it's true. And so I like that. I don't want quiet, scared people to be in office. We need people that are loud and they will stand all the way up on the truth. Sam Killer's coming for us because she doesn't like what we say. Yep. That misinformation, disinformation. If you support President Trump, you should be thrown in jail. That's basically what she said. Thoughtbot, I slapped the Secret Service like the bitches they are. My goodness, Thoughtbot, don't say that too loud. You just calm her down, Thoughtbot. I wonder what they're going to do when we write Trump 2028 for the next election. I was just thinking about that. What if we just do that for no reason? 2028, we're approaching the next election, and we're all writing Trump 2028, knowing he can't go in for a third term. Doesn't matter. Just do it to piss the Democrats off. What's up, Disco? Happy freedom. Ghost, I've been saying 8 more years. Yeah, just piss those Democrats off. They're all a bunch of dumb kid fuckers anyways. What's up, Too Old to Care? Appreciate you making it. And happy freedom to you. Done. We got Don Jr. It's true. Eric's there. He's pretty on fire for it too. He's not. Don Jr. is very vanity. He runs a TikTok. He's on TikTok all day, every day. And that's, kind of his thing. And I think he'd be okay as a president. But Eric, he's more serious about things. Or at least that's the impression I get from Eric. He's well-read. He knows what he's talking about. He gets serious. And he talks about things like he means it. But I don't see him smiling, doing publicity stunts, trying. It's like he doesn't care about the vanity. He just wants things to be done the way they're supposed to be done. It seems like he appreciates things being done by the book. And so I think that Eric has some qualities of a leader. I know a lot of people are waiting on Barron, but that's a ways away. We're not going to see Barron even eligible for 20 years or something, 15 years, something like that. So I don't know. There's potential. I know that. Wayward, Eric and Vivek would be cool. Eric Vivek, that would be interesting. That definitely could be interesting. I'm waiting to see how Vivek evolves over time. He originally showed up like a used car salesman selling us all the hopes and dreams we wanted. And the problem was we weren't familiar with him, so we didn't trust him. And that didn't work out for him. And now he's a part of the, Team Trump, which is fine. He's very good at reaching young people. Vivek is very good with reaching the youth. So I wonder what it'll be like in 4 years of him being a part of the Trump administration. Will he stick around? Will he stay, present in the public? You know, will he continue to try and work the way he's working right now? If so, he may gain trust of the American people and have a real shot in the future. But the way he came out this round, it was like, nah, buddy, snake oil salesman. But I don't know. I think he's growing on people. True American, Barron Trump revenge, laser red eyes. Yeah. Did you guys see that Barron joined Twitter? He's on X now or whatever. Rappy, Barron definitely has potential down the road. Yeah. Girth. That GD TikTok. I know. Pumpkin, I insist on having a flower garden in our re-education camp. I will make that happen, Pumpkin. Like I said, they have no idea who they're going to be bringing into the camp. They think it's random white people? No. We got hooligans in every color. They think they're going to be mixing us up and realize we're all hooligans. They'll be like, oh no, we empowered them by putting them together. Yes. They're like, I don't know. They just started saying happy freedom to each other. I don't know what's going on. Guards are all panicked. Taking over the green zone. Screaming, America, fuck yeah. Just going off. Yes. I don't know. They start calling us kid fuckers and rioting. I'm just saying. Just saying. They don't want these problems. They better go ahead and cool off. Pumpkin, without us, they wouldn't even eat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yep, the elite have it too good, and they're going to find out. They keep pushing Americans. Americans push back. I don't know what you're saying, Snooks. Yeah, I shouted you out for the Rumble rant. I don't know what the first part of that message is, though. Don't say anything out loud. It's like, that's going to make my job really hard, Snooks. Reads by you, Trump 24 and 2028. I'm telling you, you're going to make the Democrats' head explode. They're not going to be happy about that. Tom Simpson's had Ivanka 2028. Interesting. See, and I don't see Ivanka very much. Only on the weekends. No, I'm just kidding. Don't send President Trump to shoot me. Oh, come on. We don't want those problems. No, I haven't seen her in quite a while. Maybe she's like President Trump's wife that I can't think of her name for some reason. Melania. They don't seem to like the spotlight very much. And you guys were telling me that it's because when President Trump was in office before, the media was really bad about how they talked about Melania. And that's why she doesn't like being in the public. Because I didn't pay attention to politics back then. So I don't even know any of that stuff. I was covering the rioters. But I wonder if that's why we don't see Ivanka very much. I hear Juicer. I hear you. Jamboozled. It sounds like a good time here, Juicer. How's your hand doing? Do you have it in like a cast or something like that, hair juicer? Zero, the press was very shitty to Melania. Yeah, that's what you guys were telling me. Free Texan, she's probably busy. Very well could be. Pumpkin, have you heard Barron sing? He's on YouTube. No, I never even would have. I don't know why. I've never thought about any of the Trump singing. I will definitely have to check that out. Zupia, have our hooligan Furby screaming prostitute. Yep, I'm saying they don't want to lock us all together. They're going to start a party they don't want to be a part of. Cashflow, I wouldn't mind Alina Habba Habba being president. She would be a hot president. Yeah, Cashflow, and she'd be a badass too. I felt that way about, what is her name? Governor Gnomes, I think her name is. She's like South Dakota or North Dakota's governor. I used to think that she was like pretty badass about things, but the more I hear and see of her, the more she just seems like a rhino to me. She just seems like somebody that does all the talking but doesn't do the walking. And at first I really liked her, but then she let a bill slide through where she could have signed it and stopped dudes from being in women's sports, and she didn't. She let it pass. Like she didn't sign it or whatever. And ever since then I've been skeptical of her. And then they did the whole, she shot her dog at the farm or some shit. She wrote that in her book and had everybody all mad. And a lot of people turned their back on her for that. And the thing was is she didn't have to write that. She did it as a publicity stunt. She did it grifting. And I don't like that stuff. And so I don't know. I feel like turned off by her at this point. But they kind of remind me of each other. Alina Habba Habba and Governor, I can't remember her name. I don't think it is what I'm saying. What is her name? I'm going to look it up really quick because I can't figure out her name and I need to know what her name is. Because I'm pretty sure I'm saying the wrong name. And I can't have that. I got her face in my head. Got my head in her face. Never mind. You just hold on a second. You just hold on a second. Okay, it's not North Dakota's governor. It must be South Dakota's governor. Kristi Noem. So it is Noem. I don't know. It sounds weird to me for some reason. Yeah, Kristi Noem. And I'm trying to think the first time I heard her, it was earlier this year. I'd never seen it before until earlier this year. Maybe they were talking about when they were trying to take President Trump's name off the ballots. Remember Colorado was going to do that, and there was a few other states that were doing it. I want to say Kristi Noem came out and had spoke against that. And she also spoke at one of Trump's rallies, I believe. And I remember being like, who is that? And you guys were kind of giving me details about her. And I remember saying, like, she looks like presidential material. And now she just looks like a grifter to me. That sucks. Maybe she'll turn around. We'll see. Yeah, DeMarquise, Kristi Noem. Ray-Ban. What are you talking about? Are you asking me to ban you because you think you're trolling? Alright. If that's what you want. Drop a 1 on Twitch if you guys want to ban Ray-Ban. I don't know what they're doing, but they seem concerned that they're not banned yet. Sticks. JD is good, but I like Vivac way better. Really? You're the first person I've ever heard say that. It's cool. It's cool. That's a status quo. Happy freedom. Sam, Barron needs security. Oh, I completely agree. All the Trumps need security. And their pets. The fucking Haitians, they're going to retaliate. Stick, she never liked the spotlight. Yeah, that's what everyone was telling me. Status quo, that series of Barron songs is a voiceover from another artist, but very respectful music. A very clever deep fake of Barron Trump. Interesting, status quo. Like I said, I'm going to check it out. Sticks, Vivac is younger. They are the future. Yeah, it's true. How old is JD Vance? JD Vance is only like 4 years older than I am. How old is Vivac? I'm 4 years older than... No, he's 4 years older than I am. So wait a minute. JD Vance and Vivac are the same age? Vivac was born in August of 85. JD was born... Oh, no. JD Vance is much older. No. Who the fuck is that? Wikipedia lying to me. JD Vance is August of 84. Wait, what did I just say? Did they have the same birthday? JD Vance is August 2nd of 84. Vivac is August 9th of 85. So they're a year and a couple days apart. They almost have the same birthday. That's crazy. See, this is why we do the research around here. You guys need to get a membership for the website, because this is what we do for the voice chat. We talk about stuff, we research stuff, we get to the bottom of stuff, and we laugh the whole time we're doing it. Definitely got to get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. Zero, no, that's the year I graduated. Well, that's okay, Zero. That's okay. Snugs, Raybon's okay on Twitch. I didn't see him do anything wrong, but there just seemed to be a lot of concern for no reason. Oh, Raybon, it happens if you're in Democrat rooms. I see what you're saying. We're not in the business of banning people. The only time people get banned is if they're disrupting the class. Otherwise, we're not into that. We don't want to ban people. We don't care enough to do that. It's just if it becomes a problem, we ban people. Otherwise, we don't need any of that. You know, we're all in this together, whether we like each other or not. So I don't have any reason to ban you, Raybon. You're good with us. Tom, I don't trust any of them. They all have their interest in mind, not ours. Not one of them objected a raise while they locked us inside our homes. Yeah, Tom, that's true. Nobody seemed to have a problem with that. I sure as hell don't remember a sorry. I don't remember getting a sorry for being locked inside. Hair juicer, swollen, very weak, no cast or anything. Couldn't work with one. Oh, yeah. Well, hair juicer, try to ice it and keep it elevated when you're not working. You don't want to make those problems permanent. Chrissy Starr, she's probably scared to be shot like Trump. Oh, I imagine all of them are. Snooks, Ivanka doesn't want to be involved in her dad's politics anymore. She wants time with her kids. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, hooligans, we're going to get into this next video here. This is a whistleblower telling on the Harris-Biden admin because they had forced him and other individuals to cover up what was happening at the border. So this is titled, "A recently retired Border Patrol chief says that the Kamala-Biden admin ordered him to cover up the increase in suspected terrorists arrested at the southern border."
In San Diego, we had an exponential increase in significant interest aliens. These are aliens with significant ties to terrorism. Prior to this administration, the San Diego sector averaged 10 to 15 SIA arrests per year. Once word was out the border was far easier to cross, San Diego went to over 100 SIAs in 2022, well over that in 2023, and even more than that registered this year. These are only the ones we caught. At the time, I was told I could not release any information on this increase in SIAs or mention any of the arrests. The administration was trying to convince the public there was no threat at the border. Fentanyl is another issue. The San Diego area sees between 80 and 90% of the methamphetamine and fentanyl seizures annually for our entire country. With little enforcement at the border, these drugs were coming through en masse. During my last year in San Diego, the price for a single pill of fentanyl, for example, went from $10 to 25 cents. To make matters worse, during 2022 and 23, I had to shut down San Diego traffic checkpoints, which are critical for drug interdiction, because the resources had been diverted to the process and release mission. The large numbers also had and still have a negative impact on the San Diego community. I had to release illegal aliens by the hundreds each day into communities who could not support them. To quiet the problem, 2 flights a week were provided from San Diego to Texas. These flights simply brought aliens that would have been released in San Diego over to Texas. Each flight cost approximately $150,000. This was the administration's way to try and quiet the border-wide crisis.
So they were covering up the border crossers entering the country. We already know they were letting terrorists in. We watch Oreo Express and them get threatened by a terrorist on the watch list. And then he entered the country and disappeared. And he's just here amongst us somewhere. It's interesting that somebody had the balls to go out there and actually blow the whistle, though. They know that Hillary's just a phone call away. And he went out there and did it anyway, so big props to him. Most people, if not all people on Capitol Hill, are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So it's nice that this guy is coming forth and saying this, but like it's kind of been the theme all day. There he is, Capitol Hill, saying what's going on. Who's going to do anything? Probably nobody. Sucks. I don't know how many lists of treason we have for these people, but I really wish a marshal or somebody would do their damn job and arrest these people. Because we're held to that standard on everything. You walk across the street and you're not within those white lines or yellow lines or whatever color they are where you live, you can go to jail for that. These people are committing treason. These people are letting an invasion happen. And then they just go home to their mansion and just count sheep and go to sleep. It doesn't make any sense. And you can tell how they really feel when they sent those border crossers to Martha's Vineyard. They didn't like that. They didn't like that at all. They never stopped talking about that. That's when we got the new red word, political games. Everybody's playing political games. That's what they're doing. Remember KJP saying that every day. Every day. Oh, yeah, they sent the illegals to Martha's Vineyard because they're playing political games. What do you mean? You guys are letting them in. You don't want them in your front yard. Don't let them in. I don't know why we ever stopped doing that. Like, you don't hear about that now. Like, you don't hear about them being bussed anywhere. And I know people are mad at Greg Abbott because he was the one that was shipping them from Texas to wherever they were going in the country. And they were saying, well, he should be bussing them outside of the country, bus them right back where they came from, which is true. I agree with that. But at the same time, if we're not going to do that, they should go back to bussing them to Martha's Vineyard and all of that. You know, like they don't like it. We don't like it either. And they don't have to live the way that we do. So I don't understand why they even get to make choices. How could they relate to us when they don't live how we live? You know, I'm just saying. I hear you here, Juicer. I just want you to be tip-top. We're all going to be old one day, hopefully. And those injuries, they'll be right back. It'll be like a part 2. I think I'm going to have arthritis in my knuckles from fighting so much and breaking my knuckles over and over again. Like now when it gets cold outside, I can't like close my hands because my just damage done when I was young. Breeze, why you so much treason? Yeah. And I forgot to tell you guys. Next up, we have the People's Champ. This is President Trump. He, of course, he was on Gutfeld last night. I know you guys like Gutfeld. He was, I don't know if I want to say awarded. He was gifted like a WrestleMania belt, a custom one. And it's awesome. So that's what's coming up next. We're going to read through the chat, though, see what you hooligans think about the whistleblower, the fact that the Biden-Harris admin are treasonous pieces of shit, and anything else you guys are thinking. Chrissy Star, we have are they migrants or are they border crossers? We have, well, I'll just read it as it is. We have migrants here begging for money and food at Walmart. Yeah, I'm kind of not surprised. And that kind of stuff is going to get worse. I haven't seen any border crossers yet. I really thought I would see more over the summer because, you know, I tell you guys all the time, I live in a tourist area. So people come from all over the world to be where I'm at because Langton's Beach is one of the best in the world. So people come to this area in the summertime, but in the wintertime, it's a wasteland. There's nobody here. There's me and 60 other people. Like there's nobody here in the wintertime. And so I thought over the summer we would get some border crossers, and I haven't seen any. I don't know if they don't like the beach or what it is. I mean, I'm thankful they're not here, but I really thought we would see some. Chrissy Star border crossers, yeah. See, and that's a scary thing because if they're already there, you know, and even a small group of them, with time, it'll grow and you'll have encampments and stuff. I think that's where I bought my Subaru from. I think it was a border crosser encampment, and I just didn't know it at the time. Because the guy I was talking to is from the Dominican, and he didn't speak any English. And you guys know, we talked about this extensively when I got my car. I had to use Google Translator in order to make the deal with him. And the community was a bunch of modular homes. They weren't like tents like you see in Portland and shit. They were modular homes. And it was like a small trailer park. But all you saw was people wearing tattered clothes and like being families. And I know that sounds weird, but as Americans, we don't really do that anymore. We don't look like the Brady Bunch. You know, we all just stare at our phones and sit next to each other. But these people weren't like that. There was like kids and elderly people, and everybody just grouped up, playing cards, drinking, listening to the radio. And it was just groups of them all over the place. And I was like, I just needed a car. And I just smoked that deer at 75. I wasn't worried about any of that stuff. But the more I think about it, the more I think that's actually a border crosser encampment over there. And I almost want to go back. It's 2 hours away from where I live. I almost want to go back and see what that's like. But what would it prove? You know, what would it do? Here, Juicer, yeah, don't ignore carpal tunnel. And don't let your governor outlaw elective procedures, and that's what happens. Yeah, Here, Juicer, you're not wrong. Zero Circo? Never heard of that before. Bobby, did he accept cats as payment? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember the translated messages. I remember him meowing at me a little bit. He was all right. He was okay, but I'm pretty sure he was a border crosser. Pumpkin, they go home and eat steak. Yeah, those damn elite on Capitol Hill. What's up, SOS? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Freedom Liberty? Happy freedom to you if I didn't get you already. Appreciate you guys being here. So like I said, we're going to move into this next video, and it's really a good video more than it is news. But either way, some President Trump. So this is titled here, The People's Champ. So let's get this rolling.
Thank you for WrestleMania 4 and 5, by the way. Thank you very much. But if you're going to sit in that chair, if you're going to do the Tyrus experience, you have to do it right because you are the people's champion, Mr. Trump.
Wow.
And on behalf of the people of America, this is
I like that. Now I'm really that's a real, that's a good one.
That's the man who makes all the professional ones.
Beautiful, yeah. There you go. No, but this is the real one. This is a real deal. This is
No, I'm going to give a fake belt to the next president.
We're more used to that. That's good. Thank you, Tyrus.
You are the people's champion. Thank you for WrestleMania.
Love that. That could have been our feel-good video of the day, really. I don't know. I just thought it was a good video and decided to add it to the schedule. They did talk and hang out and stuff on Gutfeld, but that video, just something about it, I was like, that needs to be on the schedule there. So, anyways, we're going to move forward into our funny videos and whatnot. The first one is titled, The Only Bees We Like Are Boobies. Now, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. It may not be what you think it is. And then our official funny video of the day is titled Dip Shizzle. Let me go look who tagged me in this, because I need to give them proper credit. So give me a second here. Let me figure it out. It was Russell. I wasn't sure. Thank you, Russell, for sending us the funny video of the day. So before we get into our funny videos here, I want to remind you guys really quick, our last reminder. If you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description on all platforms. If you hop on the Linktree, you will see a donation selection. There's like a list of different buttons for you guys to click on. You are welcome to make donations by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. We're going to hop into our first video here. It's titled, The Only Bees We Like Are Boobies. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. All right, we're good to go. All right, hooligans, once again, this is The Only Bees We Like Are Boobies. Looking like a professional out there. I was wrong. The gasping is what cracks me up. She had to look away. She couldn't see what was going to happen afterwards. And this right here is our official funny video of the day. And this is titled, let me see here, The Dip Shizzle. Let me see. Let's get this full screen. All right. Don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble.
Have you ever thought to yourself, I wish my small town could be more like the urban slums of California? Why can't there be more trash and feces on the streets of this sleepy little town? Well, we've got the solution. Dip Shizzy. By voting to install Dipshizzy, you can help every small town in America become more like the dumpster fire that are the cities of California. Dipshizzy won't just destroy small towns either. It works wonders in the countryside too. By pushing socialist economic policies, Dipshizzy can rapidly create inflation, making everything more expensive. Ask yourself if Dipshizzy is right for you and your community. Because why settle for the good life when you can have a California dumpster fire?
Dipshizzy is not intended to treat, prevent, or cure any disease. In fact, Dipshizzy will probably make your life much worse. Side effects of Dipshizzy include overdrawn bank accounts, illegal immigration, and communist-style government. Consult with your father before starting Dipshizzy. Do not start Dipshizzy if you enjoy the First or Second Amendment. If you're a dude who likes to wear thongs, Dipshizzy may be right for you.
Oh no. I better not catch any hooligans sucking on that Dipshizzy, I swear to God. Well, hooligans, if you couldn't tell, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link to all of you guys where all of my links are listed. And then we will be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and wrapping things up. But we'll be live again later today, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. President Trump is going to be live. I can't remember if it's a rally or not. Hold on a second. Trump headlines a fighting anti-Semitism event and speaks at the IAC in DC. Acronyms. Anyways, we will be covering that 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So hopefully I see all of you guys right here and drop this link to you guys. Status Quo, the second one, I believe, is how it's spelled. Pretty sure. All right, hooligans, there is a Linktree link where, like I said, all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. The hooligans are there, keeping the conversation going 24/7. We have a news board to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. And it is the best way to be notified every single time we go live. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. It is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and customize your chat bubble and all kinds of stuff right there in the chat while you are watching the live. We also have Hooligans Alley for you to post in. It's our private social media area. It's kind of like Facebook or Twitter, but there's no fact checkers, there's no crazy community guidelines, there's no crying liberals or anything like that. We also have forums to encourage open discussion. We have an arcade with a ton of flash games for you to play. And then we also have our advanced messaging system that gives us the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. I'm constantly adding to the website and working on it to make it the best place to be. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. We're going to read through the chat really quick and see how you guys feel about today's coffee. And then we will be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and wrapping things up. But like I said, in about 3 hours, a little bit more than that, we will be covering President Trump live tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Snook's not a rally? Yeah, I see. Thank you, Breeze by You. Appreciate you being here. Snook's Men in Thongs? No, I see, and I thought maybe you'd like that. Hair Juicer, Jeff just got an interstate detainer from California. Nah, fuck those people. Not worried about Gavin Newsom and his nonsense. But yeah, those videos, like the one we just shared, it's illegal in California. Poor Californians can't be funny. Pumpkin, you are very pretty but manly today. Well, thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate the compliment. You hear that, Klaus? That's right. I'm pretty, and don't you forget it. He flipped his ears at me. He's like, I don't give a shit. Just stop talking to me. Goodness. Too old to care. We'll definitely see you all later. Yes, and I forgot. You just reminded me. I can't remember who made this. Let me see. I was going to show you earlier, and I spaced it because my brain don't work. And then Snooks deleted our chat, so I can't even show you guys what I was going to show you. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Somebody had made a meme that said definitely in it, and I was going to show you guys, and it's not working out. Maybe I'll be able to show you later. Thank you, Zeus Boot. Appreciate you being here with us. Appreciate you, Tony Rich. Ray-Ban I ain't got a dog. Klaus Daniels, he's half dragon. He's a dragon cat. Sticks, just made my Rumble account. See you there. You're a badass, Sticks. I appreciate you. Thank you, people. Appreciate you joining us over on Rumble as well. Let me throw my chapstick across the room. You ladies love that. All right, hooligans. It is that time again. Snooks. Oh, Cerebrus made it. Well, shout out to Cerebrus. I will show you guys I don't know if it's a meme or what it is, but it's definitely awesome. And I will show you guys as soon as I'm able to. But for now, I need you to join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Did the thing. We're not muted. We are good to go. All right, we're going to read through the chat one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we will be live again about 7:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight. We got President Trump. Got an interesting event coming up. So definitely join us here to be able to watch that. If I don't see you tonight for President Trump, I will see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I'm trying to think what is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Freedom Friday. So we will be holding the voice chat as well tomorrow. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you can join us over in the voice chat after Coffee with Hooligans. Thank you, Christy Starr. I appreciate you being here with us on the website. You're the best. I want to see if I can find the thingy thing really quick. I want to show you guys that meme. It's not a meme, but it is a meme. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, and I don't know why. Oh well. I tried. I'll have to find it and show you guys tonight for the Trump thing. It'll work out. Maybe it's in the general chat. Oh yeah, Kellex got her apron today. That's cool. I forgot. I gotta make groups for you guys to be able to post hooligan selfies with all your merch. Oh well. Reading through the chat and we're wrapping her up. Thank you, Zero. Appreciate you being here. You be safe as well. Thank you, Appeal to Heaven. Thank you, MU. Appreciate you. Thank you, SOS. And God bless you. Kicks, you're awesome. Glad to see you over on Rumble. What's up, XX5? Happy freedom to you. Hopefully I see you tonight for the Trump rally. Or it's not a rally, the Trump Live. MU, Jeff has the best laugh. Really? I think Tucker Carlson has the best laugh. Every time Tucker Carlson laughs, I gotta laugh. I don't know. Something about his giggle. He just giggles all the time and it cracks me up. Hey, I appreciate you, Raybon. Thank you for being here. I'm probably not saying your name correctly. You're welcome to correct me on that. I do that sometimes. All right, hooligans. I think we are good to go. Like I said a million times. Oh, you found it. Thank you, Snooks. So this is what I was trying to show you guys. Look at that. Definitely informed. It's definitely awesome. A lot of work. Yeah, shout out to Cerebrus. Thank you for putting that together. And thank you, Snooks, for going and finding it. All right, hooligans. Like I said, we will be live later tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. President Trump's going to be live, and it's going to be a good one. If I don't see you tonight, I will see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. And like I said, we're going to be doing our voice chat at 6 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you can laugh and research with us over in the voice chat. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans. and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.